Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at my skills. I have a radio scrambler. What does that do?
Oh, that allows you to scramble radio frequencies so other people don't listen in.
Okay, would we need that?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
No. That's happy.
That's happy.
That's like
That's
good.
Happy.
That's a happy yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Excited yes.
I have this skill in my brain. Does it help? Yes.
Yes, it will.
Well, it's just one of those
Mila
things
picks
I
up the
picked
radio.
up. Mila like knows everything about radios. Like what? I didn't think it was. I thought this was just common knowledge.
There you go. All right.
So-
Anyway.
The point is that we need to make this as theatrical as possible because we need to make it as convincing as possible.
I'm a good actress.
So,
Alicia says, I got a couple suggestions then.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a mine shaft. If we want to make it look like his body was underneath some rubble, she looks at Tom. She says, you got anything that you can spare, never see again with your life, perhaps? Something that we can put by the rubble that's already here in this closed-off shaft? I'm assuming that the witch's head, although it's going to make a gory mess, isn't going to be evaporated after a single shot. We could use the blood of that helmet, too, smeared on some of these stones, really kind of bring up the drama of it. If they ever want to look for a crime scene, they got a bit of one right here.
Al stops pouring all the blood in the helmet. Saves.
I have a laser rifle. We could crush it.
All right, if you don't
underneath
need it.
some rebels. Yeah, I don't need the laser rifle. I'm fine with it. Or
She's
without
like,
it.
all right,
Well,
why don't you hand me
actually-
the rifle?
Actually, it's Al's old rifle. Do you mind if we crush it?
Al's like, Betsy. That's fine.
Okay.
It would help
Alicia-
sell it.
Yes, it would. It would.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't you give Alicia asks you to hand her the rifle,
Mm-hmm.
and while you guys are doing your plan, she's gonna take a big rock and she's gonna start smashing the shit out of it. And
I also have this, and I hand her a vibro sword. You can have fun with this as well.
this is a pretty strong metal, but I'll see what I can do. And she goes off to the further near the mine shaft there to try to bend and break these weapons.
We also
Cool.
need to determine if we can set off some form of explosion, plasma grenade, something that will not trigger or risk triggering the mine shaft. Because if it's a matter of risking triggering the mine shaft, then let's not do it. But an explosion, even hearing an explosion, would go a long way towards selling this.
Patrick, I think you have like an architecture or something like that skill, don't you?
Let's see,
I know you have
archaeology,
archaeology.
anthropology.
Oh, there we go. I was confusing your anthropology. Okay. But let's use your mechanical engineer skill.
That would work.
Roll that sucker. And
I
good.
just missed it by 6.
Okay. And Squee, give me a demolitions roll, please.
That is...
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is an old mine shaft. If you put any sort of high explosive, aka mega damage explosives, there's a chance of collapsing it completely. A pretty good chance, you think.
Here's a question, and this is just because I don't really understand how the grenades work. Plasma grenades, do they have any real kinetic force to them, or is it just flame?
Oh yeah, everything has
Okay.
force. So yes, there's a concussive force that follows the blast. Yes.
Then it probably would be best to forego that one. We can just make a loud ruckus, because I don't have any regular, say, grenades or the like on me.
Okay.
Wait, do I still have the grenades that you gave me oh so long ago, or did I give those away?
Gosh. No, you do, don't you?
Let me just check my pack. Yeah, I have 2
I think
smoke
I think
and
Al's
2
about to like
fragrant.
grab your hands and start dancing. It's like you've got everything.
Well, you guys give me this stuff, and I don't know what to do with it.
Okay.
So yeah, I have
Patrick
2
types
frag
up it,
grenades
yeah.
and 2 smoke grenades.
The fragmentary grenade would probably create quite a bit of a bang, and with the scarring and the scorching on the inside of the mine shaft, you figure at least it'll give the impression that there was an explosion here that might have ended Tom.
And we can also use a smoke grenade just for dramatic effect.
So
Sure.
where's Tom gonna hide out when we say that he's dead? Sorry, that was Kriana talking,
Right.
and Mila, I guess, because that was Southern.
Well, ideally, hopefully, there would be an alternate exit out of here. It doesn't look like there is one because it looks like it's
No.
collapsed.
Yes.
My suggestion, Tom, would be to wait about an hour after we leave, and then before it's dawn, when it's still really dark, try to just sneak out of the cave and hide somewhere in the forest.
Okay.
Or we could tie you to the bottom of the ATV.
What?
Okay, just hear me
Who
out.
wants to drive through the cactus patch? I do.
Just hear me out.
Two
Okay.
against one.
I don't like the idea of leaving you here in the crime scene that might be investigated, but we would have to find a way to get you out of here without you being seen. So, we back the ATV up into the cave, just, an hour before we do this, like we needed something. Then we smuggle you away somewhere. We don't have to tie you to the bottom, but smuggle you away somewhere that they can't see you. Then we drive a certain way off, somewhere where we think we're safe and unwatched, and then you get out.
Dispose of you.
Yes. we're disposed.
Actually, I can see this, but after this all happens, you drag the body, my limp body, to the back of the ATV, like give me a sedative or something, and then go somewhere and pretend to bury me.
Oh.
We just got to make sure we hide your head
I like
or
that.
detach
Yes.
it, because your
Well,
head.
No, no, don't detach my head.
We gotta make
Bert,
it look legit.
Tom, you're
Yeah?
not going to like this, but what if you just wear the helmet while we drag you out there? I know it won't be the most pleasant thing in the world.
Ew.
Okay, wherever you leave me by some water, please.
I'm sorry.
Also, you're a dick.
I've been in
Oh.
worse.
If it means that the coalition will get off my back, or at least I will get out from under this guy's thumb, I will do anything.
Tom, if what I have planned works, they will leave us alone.
Okay. So, okay,
So,
if I remember correctly, we're going to be revising something, or revising this, to where there was a smoke grenade and a grenade going off, so it creates a whole lot of explosion and cinematic flair. We shoot the witchling's head and dispose of it somewhere. Put the helmet back on me, and you give me a sedative. Please, just give me a sedative, please, before you put the helmet on,
I
if you have one.
do that.
Yes, so that it looks like you're dragging a limp body.
Okay.
If
I was gonna
somebody
say
is
you could just
watching.
go limp, but let's be fair. I think that's the mercy thing to do.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then we drag me to the ATV with the broken sword and the broken gun. We quote unquote bury me with the broken sword and the broken gun on the grave.
Alicia says, let's leave the broken sword here at the crime scene, but keep the gun with you.
That sounds like
Okay,
a
that
plan.
works.
All right. Okay. All right. Any suggestions, questions?
Can I
Don't
be?
for-
Can I be? No, I got nothing. Never
Alright.
mind. I was trying to help.
Mila, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out to the ATV. Can you very loudly call after me like I'm looking for something for you, and then just after I have trouble finding it for a second, just very loudly just say, just drive it in here.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, wait. We don't have to do that part anymore. Never
No,
mind.
we do have. Hmm.
No, we don't have
Okay.
to. You can still yell at me if you want.
Ow!
I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting our plan already. Okay.
Oh, boy.
So when you guys are ready, we're gonna do this. We'll start with shooting the head, then we'll
Okay.
set off the smoke grenade and the grenade, and then
Okay.
you know what? Let me go ahead and put you out now, Tom.
Okay.
And instead of using my wrist injector, I'll just use my my
Sure.
chemical injector thing for
Okay.
giving him a dose of sleep.
All right. Good night, Tom.
Good night.
All right. Off he goes. He is sedated.
Okay. So next thing is we stick the helmet with Tom's blood on the witchling, and then I want to get close enough that there really is no question that I'm going to be able to hit this right in center mass.
You're a trained person to shoot. Rolling a d20 is for combat situations when 1,000 things happen.
All right.
You succeed. I'm
Okay.
not that much of an ass.
So hopefully burn a hole right through the helmet, blow up
Yep.
all the good junk inside it.
You actually have to fire it a couple times to blast past the visor,
Mhm.
but on the third shot, goes right through. You hear a sickening splatter as the witch's face is nigh unrecognizable.
All right, and then the second I do that, I'm going to start shouting at everyone, "Everyone, we're under attack! Quick! Get behind
All right.
me!" And then while I'm doing that, I'm just kind of pulling the helmet off. And...
Mila's
Okay.
gonna start screaming.
Alicia fires a few times into the walls to make it look good.
And
Each,
then,
each fire, Mila lets out an even higher shriek.
I'm going to be
Okay.
like, "Tom! Tom!" And then I'm
Okay.
going to put the helmet on poor Tom.
Okay.
And then I'll shout, "Everyone, retreat!" And then I'll, I guess, motion to Alicia to throw the grenades, the smoke and the frag.
Yep.
And then
She
everyone...
does so down at the end of the shaft, far away from everyone. It's a 50-foot shaft, so if you're even halfway down the mouth of the cave, you should be okay. You won't hit any fragmentary bolts.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, and then we're gonna drag poor Tom to the ATV and do it hopefully in a hurry, like we're really getting shot at. And
Okay.
yeah.
So do you want Alicia to give? Should it be Al and Alicia that carry the body?
sure,
Okay. Patrick getting into the ATV.
yeah,
Yep.
Mila
see-
screaming behind.
Yes.
Okay. All right. The whole charade goes on without a hitch. That you know.
and then Patrick,
Mhm.
gun it.
All right. I'll be gunning it. Would you say north?
North, and try to follow the river, because like as we're
North.
driving, I guess we can discuss this.
I'm going north.
I'm
then.
thinking that
Yeah,
probably to
driving while
avoid
discussing that.
any sort of I was thinking instead of burying him, perhaps a funeral at sea on fire, or perhaps a cremation of some sort, because that way there's no body
Ah.
left behind.
Okay.
So
Oh.
we basically gotta we gotta drive for a while, and let's look for some place that looks very enclosed, so very thickly bushed, so it doesn't look like we're trying to be. But unless someone's close up on us, they're not gonna see exactly what we're doing.
Got ya. Okay. You drive for a couple hours, and sure enough, you find a nice clearing right by the riverside there that will probably suit your purposes just fine. And it is 4 o'clock in the morning now.
Okay. We'll basically, I guess, make a pyre with
Mhm.
wood, and then we'll make a pyre with wood, and then we'll drag Tom onto the pyre, and then roll him right back off the other side.
Okay.
Take the helmet off. Well, to put him on the pyre, take the helmet off him, and say a couple words. This is my friend. You all know him, etc., etc. I'm gonna get those bastards that did this to him. I promise
Yeah.
you.
You know what? The good news about this, Tom, is if you weren't unconscious, you'd be able to hear what people actually would say at your funeral. Oh, well.
Yeah. Oh well.
Not
And
as
then
much.
we will discreetly roll him off the pyre as we set it on fire.
Okay.
And then put Tom in a bush somewhere several feet away. and then get back in the ATV and continue on. Leaving the broken rifle there next to the pyre as like a
Goodbye.
goodbye
Gift. Okay, so now are you heading back up towards Innisvale?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I before we do this entire thing, I'm just going to make sure that even dead, I don't remember what they're called. Is it pyromancer?
Burner, bursters?
Bursters. Can bursters, even when dead, would fire do anything to them?
You don't know that. You've never set a dead one on fire before.
You know what? It also just occurs to me too. Why would we have to move him off the pyre? He's alive. The pyre wouldn't hurt him at all. He could wait until it's high and roaring and then get off himself.
He's also unconscious.
Well,
so he
I
won't
would
be able to
obviously,
defend
I
himself.
could wake him up and be like, Tom.
While he's on fire. Anyways,
No,
well,
no.
the plan continues on. It
Alright.
doesn't matter.
Well, actually, basically, I'll wake Tom up when we're sitting on fire and then quickly explain to him once it's roaring really good, just kind of get off. Hey, look on the bright side. It'll burn off the gore.
No, it won't.
Oh. I was like, oh.
All right. So now Tom is conscious,
Mm-hmm.
lying by the fire in the fire.
And then we'll say good luck. I'll say good luck, Tom. And we'll see you soon.
Okay.
Okay, so you drive away with the fire burning. All right. So now you're heading to Innisvale.
Yes.
Okie dokie. So it takes a few more hours worth of travel. So you get there about 6:30 in the morning or so. And Tom, if you want to do anything special, that's fine. But right now you're kind of just laying low, aren't you?
Yeah, I eventually want to find some way to get all this crap off of my face.
Well, luckily you're by a river, so you'll be able to wash it off for the most
Yeah.
part. It'll take some scrubbing.
Yeah.
By the way, the witch's blood is fucking disgusting.
I figured.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right. Anyway. All right. So you've reached Innisvale.
All right. What time is it?
6:30 in the morning.
6:30 in the morning. Okay.
Patrick screeches the ATV by the behemoth. Sure.
I don't mind that at all.
Well, actually, I was gonna say that we come in just kind of sullen, not because it's over. Our friend's
Yeah,
dead.
it's
We're not in a
over.
rush. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So, and then what I would like to do is, especially with Mila, just kind of go around town. I'm gonna wrap the helmet up in some rags so like the average passerby can't really see what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then with Mila, go around the town, and here's what I'm looking for specifically. The CO and the XO together. In a car, on patrol, something, to see if I can see them around town. I don't know if they always stay in the bunker or the compound, but basically I'm looking for those two specifically.
Oh, when they're together, or
Yes,
just
when they're
one or the
together.
other? Oh my god. All right. Do you have Streetwise?
I do.
I think I do.
Okay.
Or maybe I don't. Let me see.
I don't, that's for sure.
I don't think I do. No. Wait, yes, I
Oh.
lied. I do.
Okay. So, what's is everyone going to spread out to keep an eye out for these guys together, or is it just Al that's doing this? Who's all participating in this? This is important for me to calculate.
I am with Al. I don't know what Patrick's
Okay.
plan is, or Alicia.
Let's see.
Alicia will help out however you want her to, but if you don't give her anything specific, she's going to resume her guard. She's going to check back in with her boss at the Endless Storytellers, and
Yeah, I'm
Get
going
back
to
to
be
your
playing
job.
my part to be a person who kind of sticks with the group.
And oh yeah, that's fine. And then Alicia, make sure to let them know that we lost Tom.
she's like, "Yeah, I'll make it clear."
All right. Yeah. So Patrick can come with us, and then
Okay, so I'm assuming you're just staking out certain places of town, keeping an eye out. Are you making it clear that you're actively looking for it, or are you
Yes.
trying to play it on the down low?
No. Making it clear that we're actively looking for them.
Oh, well then that's not going to be very difficult.
But if it
the
matters, I am, if at all possible, looking for a time when it's just the two of them, not a lot of their men around. I don't know if that's possible, but that's what I'm looking for.
That requires some surveillance,
Mhm.
so to speak.
It's not imperative by any means, but it's preferred. So either way, if I can't get it that way, I'll take it with the men.
All right. Well, when you ask around, people quite clearly say that, oh, both of them are mostly together when they have their planning sessions after breakfast. But that's at the Sorkin's Pride encampment. Piff, give me a streetwise check, please.
Alright. It's not gonna be good, but I can try.
Excuse me.
you?
Come on, little button. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, damn.
It rolled twice.
All right. Well, we'll have to
I'm
take the
gonna
top
take the
roll.
first one. Yeah.
Amelia, you said you had streetwise too, right?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Roll it.
Okay. Ooh, it is lagging. All right. So that.
Yeah, that's why I was just like it didn't.
Oh man, I suck.
Okay. Yeah, that's all you really kind of hear as far as asking around for them. They know that typically in the mornings, the two of them can be found together at the compound kind of strategy meeting. That's it for your initial information gathering, asking around the town for the next hour and a half or so. Of course, it's very early in the morning. Of course, there's a lot of farmers that are getting up this early. So they're pretty much your main means of information, along with, I don't know if you want to explicitly ask any of the mercenaries, but...
Yeah. I certainly would like to ask the mercenaries.
Okay. Yeah, no,
Um,
they clearly tell you. And they are not to be interrupted either. It's a confidential meeting.
Okay. And it's inside the compound.
Yep.
Is the compound closed to everyone but mercenaries?
Unless you're there for official business or you're given a pass, then yes.
Okay.
Like a verbal pass through.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Let's try it this way. Do we know what time we said? So we know about when their session is, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then I'd like to go up to the gate
Okay.
around the time when they're in the meeting,
Okay.
and then yeah.
Let's see here. Let me just roll it. Okay. When you go at the gate, there's a couple. It's an impromptu gate. It's really so much a gate as just a wide spot in between two vehicles, with two guards standing by to make sure they are pretty much the checkpoint, so to speak. And you recognize one of the checkpoint guards when you went to the encampment first to speak with Van,
Mm-hmm.
Owen Van. And he took someone along with him to the meeting where, threw him the canteen and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The guard that he was with is at the front gate.
Okay. Also, I do want to make it clear that we're all still in our battle-worn, dusty get-up. We haven't
All right,
taken
so
time.
Mila's still in her power armor?
Am I still my Power Ranger hour?
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
know. That's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mila would change out of it,
Yeah.
but if you want me to
Okay.
wear it,
No,
I
no, no,
can.
no, no, no. I'm basically trying to just give the impression that we have come straight from a
Also,
fight. Yeah.
Mila's a cute girl looking
That's
sad.
true.
just
That's
throwing
true.
that
So
out there.
never mind. So I'll say that I am. My helmet's off and all that, but I'm still in the body armor that's been dented and busted from the insects and all that stuff. So it looks like we didn't just come from a birthday party.
Okay.
And I'm gonna walk up to the gate.
It looked like I've been in a birthday party.
Shush, shush.
I'm gonna walk up to the gate and I'm gonna be like, "We have a serious issue. We need to talk to your CEO."
What's the issue?
And I'm going to unwrap the helmet and hold it up and say, "My friend is dead, and I think he'd really want to know about this."
Whoa. Give me a convince roll.
All right. Made it. Barely.
Okay, barely. All right. The guard that you don't recognize, the first one goes, "Well, we lose friends all the time. It's a shitty place." And but he's cut off by the other guard who asks you, "Wait, what friend of yours? Which one?"
Tom. And like I'm staring at him and I'm just like cold and emotionless and
Okay, his eyes don't give any sort of recognition. And who is Tom?
the fiery
Description?
one.
Just a second, hold here. And he goes to the other guard and goes, "Make sure they don't do anything funny." And he goes back around the side of the vehicle, behind it, and you hear him radio in. Not those with augmented hearing, I should say.
Mhm.
Overhears him. He's calling into Owen Van, saying that there's a situation with his new friends at the front gate, and he might want to see it. So, the guard comes back around, the mercenary guard, and he says, "Okay, the same place you met him last time. Meet him there."
I'm sorry.
gonna-
I asked to speak to your CO.
Yeah, the CO's busy. You're gonna talk with Owen Van.
No, I'm not. I will stand right here until I can speak to your CO. He can come, but I don't want to deal with anyone but the top. My friend is dead.
Give me another convince check.
Alrighty. Ooh.
Ooh.
Shakes his head. "Well, then fine. You can stay right here. XO Van will be out here to see you shortly." And he kind of gives a smile, and he kind of jostles up his energy rifle just to kind of remind you what he's packing.
Mila
they wait.
takes a little gasp and covers her face and like puts her head to. Is Patrick here?
Patrick's here.
She puts her head on Patrick's shoulder, like concealing her face, like she's crying. Very sad.
Okay.
Patrick looking not defeated at the situation, just defeated in general. Like,
Aw.
just kind of leans his head on hers.
Okay.
Aw.
It last time it took 5 minutes for a show up. This time it's 3. And Owen Van. Oh, by the way, I made an icon for him. I'm gonna bring him
Oh.
out here. I'm gonna bring him out. There he is.
Okay, I have a question. I don't want to sound like a jerk, but who is
Yeah.
Owen Van? I can't remember.
That's
Who's-
the name of the spy. The spy has a real name.
Yes, he does.
This is his fake name.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right. He does have a fake. Okay, thank you. I was confused because I was like, I
He's
thought his
known
name
to
was,
everyone
like,
as
fake
Owen
thing.
Van, except for certain people.
Okay,
And everyone calls
gotcha.
him Owen Van. And
Gotcha.
I call him Owen Van.
Thank you.
All right. No problem. So yeah, no, he comes out. He's just in his. He's not in any sort of armor. He's just in his kind of dress fatigues, so to speak. He comes marching out, and he's right there in the gate. He's right in between the other guards, and he crosses his arms and he says, "What's all this about?"
I'm going to toss, not threateningly or anything, toss the helmet to him and said, "You've got a coalition problem."
And you toss the helmet towards him. Once again, he just moves to the side, lets it hit the ground. It takes a peek at it, and he kind of looks to the one guard that isn't familiar to him. He looks over to him for a bit, and he goes, "Go on your break. We'll take care of this." And the guy kind of gives a little salute to the XO and heads on off. So it's just Owen Van and the other guard. And once he feels comfortable that the other fellow's out of earshot, he kicks the helmet and says, "What kind of coalition problem?"
You remember my friend, Tom? Yes.
Right now, he's about 30 feet away from you,
Mhm.
by the way.
Okay.
He goes, "Yeah, of course I know who Tom is."
Your friends murdered him. I thought I had your assurance that wouldn't happen.
He shakes his head in disbelief. He goes, "No, that's impossible.
Oh,
That
really?
can't happen."
So it wasn't a coalition sniper I saw hit my friend 3 times in the face with a laser rifle? Do you think I really would make that kind of mistake?
He looks at you for a while, and then before he was paying no mind to the helmet, and now he's looking down at the helmet again. Give me another convince check. Your acting is going to sell this a little bit here. Okay. It was the 75 that you
Now,
had, right?
my goal is I'm not going to give him too much time to talk, hopefully. And
Okay.
basically, I'm just going to keep on going. Look,
Okay.
I'm willing to believe one of 2 things. Either you betrayed me and murdered my friend, or you had nothing to do with this and you've got people operating in your backyard that you don't know about. Either way, I am finding who killed my friend.
Hold
Now-
on.
Now,
Hold on.
Mm.
Oh, go ahead. He raises
Oh,
his
gosh.
hand.
um,
You can interrupt him.
yeah, I'm gonna interrupt him and I'm gonna be like, look, you know you have me over the barrel, and that's fine. I can live with that. I'm not here to measure dicks, but that was my friend, and I will do anything for my friend. Now, whoever shot him in the face is going down. Now you can help me, and you can clear your name of this, and then you can use me however you wish. But that person is dead. Now, if you want, you meet me in that field tonight where we met in the first time, and I'll give you any information I have, and you better have a damn good story, because if you convince me, I'm yours. If you don't want to know what's going to happen. And I just start walking away.
Okay. Mila, Patrick, what do you do?
Mila just looks up very sad and just kind of walks after him.
Okay.
I will guide Mila back